Welcome, everyone, to the Learn with Kelly's Assistive Technology Parent Series. Let's get started. So, Mindomo is an online collaborative mind mapping, concept mapping, and outlining software for visualizing information. A lot of students begin using these sorts of tools in the junior grades and will continue to use it, like I said, into their adult life. I love it because it supports my learners that have issues with executive functioning skills, so organizing and planning their writing assignment, dyslexia if they're having difficulty with the actual writing of words and sentences, or students that have difficulty focusing and just really struggle to get the momentum when they first start writing. So this breaks down a few barriers. It allows them to really focus on what the teacher is asking for and not get overwhelmed by writing sentences, complex sentences, or having the proper spelling for words. So I'm going to give you a quick demo of the software so you get a feel for it. I worked with a student several months ago on a novel study. The novel they chose was Capture the Flag. A teacher sent home a document, an assignment outlining what the criteria was that she was looking for when this child was researching this novel study. So I helped the child develop the criteria bubbles, and it was really up to the child to fill in the blanks. So once we could establish what the teacher was looking for, so in this instance, it was at the introduction, information on the introduction, what the type of book was that they were reading, some information regarding the characters and the storyline, the climax, and the resolution. So I help the child fill in these bubbles here. Usually, most students, you show them the first time, and then from there, they can fill in the bubbles. It's not a very complicated process. And then, as the child was reading the book, I encouraged them to keep notes on these key points that the teacher was looking for. This is a really good idea, especially when a child has a memory issue. Many students get to the end of a paragraph or the end of a chapter, and they can't recall what they read. So this is a great way to track the information in the book. So once these bubbles are filled in, what's wonderful about Mindomo is that it allows you to also include some visuals. So you can add images to make it a little bit more interesting, especially for our students that are visual learners. They have ways that you can take images off the internet. You can pull in your own images if you wanted to just take a picture of the novel. It also has icons that allow you to, these are the cute little icons that allow you to put in, say, if you really like this part of the book or you didn't, you can engage the child a little bit more in when they're putting in the information for their graphic organizer. They can include a video of themselves or maybe an interview with the author. And they can also include audio recordings. So if they don't feel comfortable writing what the introduction is in the story, then they can just record their voice. So, for example, if they have a written output issue, this is a really powerful little button because it allows the child to, again, break down that barrier and really show the teacher that they understand what the information was that the teacher was looking for just by using their voice. So it allows them to avoid the writing that may create a barrier when they're filling in this graphic organizer. So from here, what the student would do, once all the bubbles were filled in, they could click on this button here and drag down to view as an outline. I love this feature because it allows students to take the information that they were able to put into their graphic organizer and then outline it in a really neat and tidy way. And a lot of students struggle with this, especially if they have executive functioning issues. This allows them to just jumpstart into the writing process. And then from here, they can download it into a Google Doc and use read and write as well to have the information read to them. Or they can use the voice to text to type words in that they don't know how to spell. They can listen to their document if they want to edit and be independent, which is what we're encouraging our students to do, right? Or if they come across a word that they don't understand that they may have had in their graphic organizer, they can always take a break and listen to the definition that of the word that they're struggling with. So these are some great features within Mindomo that help students with their executive functioning, help them in the writing process. And then you can also piggyback the read and write toolbar when they actually start writing, whether it's as they're putting their sentences together or editing their writing, or perhaps it's when they need to find out what the vocabulary word is. So these are excellent tools available to support your child in the writing process. I highly recommend Mindomo. Again, it's for ages, I would say, grade 4 and up. And I think once your child starts using it and sees the benefits, they'll really, really enjoy the whole process, the whole writing process, a lot more than without it. So thank you for listening.